Woo! Lou, I am in a wonderful mood. Crown
Why?
Jewel passed.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't get a point.
Ah,
And our new video guy put in a cool background for us now, and I'm enjoying it, definitely. And on top of all that, my favorite holiday's coming up.
what, Thanksgiving?
No.
Christmas?
No.
New Year's?
No. Come on, Lou. It's my favorite holiday of the year. It's called Take the Title Away from Lou Day.
Oh. Welcome to the Few Show. Oh, you know what? Welcome to 24/7 Podcast. I'm 24/7 Lou, and that.
Rick Hard saying, somebody give the new video editor a raise.
Yes. And the one-man band is on a special assignment on another TED Talk, I hear. So yeah, folks.
TED Talk. I think he's done too many of those at this point. I don't think that applies.
He's not doing predictions. That's a good. So here we go. Folks.
I think his flight from Saudi Arabia. I think his flight from Saudi Arabia got canceled and delayed.
Man, that video editor is very brilliant. Okay, folks, this is a wrestling podcast of super fans slapping each other with facts, opinions, and predictions. Also, the home of gold. You know, if you take the title,
yes.
you gotta be at the Goldie. You know that, right? All right. Also, we have
Oh man.
Too. Ricard?
Oh, right. Sorry. I missed that because I was distracted by the background. Woo! Okay, all right. We are the number one listened to podcast by adult film stars, and we have a special shout out this week for Brianna Banks.
I love it. You guys are so great.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, in this episode, we're going to be talking about Crown Jewel. We're going to do a recap of that one very quickly. Very quickly, by the way.
Yeah, we know why you don't want to recap it for long.
Yeah, I don't. But I mean, no. I mean, yeah, it was a good show. Just it just didn't go my way in the predictions battle. But yeah, it was still an enjoyable show, an afternoon show. And we're also going to talk a little bit about a little bit of repercussions of what happened there, and then what are we going to get on the shows upcoming and what's leading up next on WWE with their premium live events. But yeah, before we get to all that, since the one man is on his TED Talk, I'll say the line. Rick Hard, get the scoreboard.
Alrighty, folks. This scoreboard is brought to you by milk. That's right, folks. It does your body good. Got plenty of nutrients. You can drink it hot and cold. Fill you up real good. Make you feel all warm inside. Just remember, folks, do you got milk? You should get some. It's good for you. Anyways, in first place, 24/7 Lou at 19 points. And now, for second place, we have a three-way tie. And it is between, I know, it is crazy. This is well, let me just tell you who the three-way tie is. It is between the one-man band at 16 points, myself at 16 points. And fresh off a perfect score at Crown Jewel, main event Jeff at 16 points. Very impressive. By the way, Jeff is on a hot streak. Fun fact, though, for this year, he does not have the most perfect scores. That is it. He's tied with the one-man band. They both have 3 perfect scores.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then let's move past this and get to the other part of the table. We've got a tie between the randomizer and Big Al. They're both at 3 points. Followed by a tie between okay. Jay Few and Bogey.
Picture, man.
He doesn't seem to like the new background. It's okay. And then behind them we've got Rhino looking very dapper.
That bow tie, rocking that bow tie.
And then everyone else is at 0, folks. And this goes out to our newcomer who failed to make it on the board recently. If you want to make it on the board, get a shout out from us, get your picture put on there, or at least, we'll mention that you've placed on the board. Submit some pics. We want to hear from you.
Yep.
We like to have fun here. So if you want some points, put those picks in. However, maybe wait until next year so I can catch up with Lou already.
Please. Oh.
That said, that's the scoreboard. Back to you, Lou.
All right. Okay. So let's go quickly dive into this Crown Jewel and what happened there. Let's start with
Lou, I actually wanted to ask before we go into this. What did you think about the show? Because I know you say that Saudi shows are like glorified house shows.
Yeah.
But we did see a title change happen, and I thought the matches were actually pretty good. A lot of fresh matchups in this one.
So are house shows, so.
It's still.
You've been to one.
Call it a house show.
Tell me.
I have been to a house show. House shows normally don't feature title changes. That's why I don't count this as a house show.
Yeah, but all right. I mean, well, the thing is, I feel still with the person who won it, and I guess I heard a picture he recently took with a title.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that. But
yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
It was an okay show. I mean, to me, it was an okay show. I wasn't too surprised what was going to happen in this one. I mean, we did call that. We did say that Logan Paul was going to win it. We did make that prediction.
Not everybody did. That actually cost somebody a perfect score.
The Cena was a surprise one.
Because are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Everybody except Jeff and the randomizer. The randomizer performed horribly, by the way. But everyone except Jeff was just one match away from a perfect score. Everybody got screwed over by one match at some point in the show.
Oh yeah. True. I thought it was gonna be like everybody getting a point on this one. By the way,
for me, well,
and like you said, that one point is what messed everybody up.
Yeah, for me and you, it was John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. For One Man Band, it was what's it called? It was Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Funny enough. And for newcomer Callaway, it was Bianca Belair versus Io Sky.
Yeah.
Which also you can't call it a house show. You can't call it a house show because we also saw the return of a former WWE wrestler.
Who?
So, well, I mean, okay. We'll get to that too, I guess. Spoilers, but the person who helped Io Sky win the match.
Oh, okay. True. All right. Let's start the recap then. I guess we're hinting so much at it. Here we are. First match with a kickoff was Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough with those scary eyes. Hunger eyes, right, I guess.
You want to know what I thought was scary? I don't know if you saw this match. He had this like, it looked like this developing rash on his side.
Ooh.
That also looked pretty like fresh too.
Oh.
JD McDonough. Like on his side, he had a huge rash. It was like, it looked bad. I was like, man, what happened? I thought he had like landed wrong or something.
Oh, during the match,
I was just like,
you got red or what?
No, I think it was there from the very beginning because the kickoff, I tuned in halfway through the kickoff, so I might have missed the opening part of the match, but it didn't look like that was from a move. I think he walked into the match with just a rash on his side, and he was just powering through it. Because, well, I mean, Sami Zayn got the win to the approval of the hometown crowd. The match actually got a lot of time. It was kind of weird that this was the pre-show match, though, considering how over Sami was, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty straightforward match. Nothing to really write home about. Sami does get another appearance on the show later on.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of interesting. But yeah, it was just a great way to start the show. No major stakes was on the line on this one.
Yeah. All right, and then the scoreboard over there was set up with everyone getting a point except the randomizer.
Yeah, take that, randomizer.
And again, we didn't have picture Callaway, so we put in a little cap.
For now, he does have his suggested picture and screen name if he wins.
Oh yeah.
Which we're not. I'm not going to go into it until he wins. It's not getting a mention. If he wins, yes.
Yeah. We'll wait till then. All right. Next matchup we had Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Very surprised this match was an opener. I think this match should have been the main event.
I don't know. Again, not giving love enough to Seth's title that they created out of thin air, right?
It's, to some degree, I get what you're saying. To another degree, I'm like, if it's... Does it what?
Does it have any lineage to anything?
No, it doesn't. It really is just out of thin air.
Because they meshed everything together with the other ones that...
Yeah, all of the lineage of every single world championship is in the title Roman currently has right now, by the way. Like, every lineage traces itself back to Roman's title. The world championship Seth has was started out of thin air.
It was because they wrote themselves into a corner, it feels like. That's why, I don't know. I mean, again,
all they needed to do was to have Roman drop one championship.
Right?
Have him defend both of them on one show separately.
You know, no,
make it so that his opponents,
or even like this, where someone says, "Oh, we can't beat him, but maybe we just challenge him for one title." You know, maybe he'll lose.
Maybe if he has to fight. Maybe if he has to fight two opponents on one pay-per-view, and then the storyline would be, well, who fights him first, and then they have to fight each other to then fight Roman first, and then Roman's obviously going to be like, it doesn't matter who I fight first or who I fight second. I'm going to beat both of you. I'm going to smash both of you. And then he doesn't. Boom. Super easy. But it can't take away from the mystique of Roman Reigns.
You do a tournament on both shows.
Yes! That could have worked too! But no. No, they didn't do it.
A tournament, but for a whole new title. It's not a tournament to face Roman. No, we'll just do a tournament just to get the new title that Seth has. So yeah, so it's like, to me, it's like, yes, I know he's champion, but it's like, it's not the same as before when he had the championship.
It kind of, I'm not going to take away from the current world title. I like what they're doing. I don't like that they feel the need to have it be that, he holds the title for an extended period of time so that it has legitimacy. Mm-hmm. I feel like he could have dropped it at this event, especially because the match it just ended so suddenly. Like, this match between McIntyre and Seth Great match. Seth got his win back from 2020 because that was the last time they fought 1v1 for the title on a pay-per-view. But it was just so random. It was just he goes for the Claymore. Drew misses. Seth gets him in the pedigree. Pedigree, 1, 2, 3. Pinfall. Over.
Huh. All right. And, of course, in this one,
It
everyone
was clean. Yeah, everybody picked Seth to win, unfortunately. Nobody picked Drew. Drew left pretty dejected. And then you got the scene where Damian Priest came out to cash in on Seth. Seth was in the ring. He didn't know what he was going to do, but he was like, all right, I guess it's happening. And then Sami Zayn appeared in the crowd and took the briefcase away from Damian Priest and ran off through the crowd with it to cheers from everyone.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of curious that they're delaying so long on Damian Priest cashing in, because if he doesn't cash in by New Year's, it's very unlikely he's going to cash in between January and March. Because that would completely derail any Road to WrestleMania storyline, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Don't
I
make
came
him
to
lose
the. So me and Jeff came to an interesting conclusion. We said, what about if WWE has it where he basically runs out of time to cash in, and then he cashes in on Money in the Bank, the actual pay-per-view, 1 whole year after holding the briefcase, wins it, and then immediately has the person who won Money in the Bank that year cash in on him. And you have 2 cash-ins happen at the same time.
Oh my!
And Jeff
God.
was like, "Yeah, that would be history." And I said, "Man, that is." You would have to come up with some really creative reason why Damian Priest wasn't able to cash in the entire time. But that would be pretty creative storytelling. That said, I came up with an interesting idea also. What about? Hear me out. What about if Seth loses the world title? Right? He loses the world title. By the time the Royal Rumble happens, but Damian Priest didn't cash in on him. Seth just lost to somebody else. By the time the Royal Rumble happens, Seth wins the Rumble. And he challenges Roman Reigns for his title. Right? And then you have a repeat of the Heist of the Century. But instead of Seth being the one cashing in, it's Roman versus Seth. And then Damian Priest is the one that cashes in, turns it into a triple threat, and wins the match.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Repeat of the Heist of the Century. But this time, the heist was done on Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
I don't know. You know what? I'm starting to feel like Seth needs I like it, and here's the one thing to add to it. If Seth would have his own faction again, like his own crew also, so that situation where you said it would be even much more intense. It'd be Bloodline, Judgment Day, and whatever Seth has.
I feel like Seth's done with the faction stuff because he's stepped away from factions ever since he had the disciple gimmick, where he had the disciples and stuff like that. Which, by the way, they're bringing back Authors of Pain. That would be the best time to just let's do the Disciples of Rollins again and go with that storyline. But it never panned out. I think they're not going to do it as much as I would like to see it. I still stand by the theory that he should have gone with 12 having 12 followers.
I like that.
Even though it would have felt like NWO again, I feel like it would have been cool if he just had 12 followers and then they all just went after a bunch of titles. And you even have a bunch of women as part of it instead of just guys only. I would have been super okay with that.
Yeah.
Wreaking havoc on NXT, wreaking havoc on SmackDown, wreaking havoc on Raw. They're all just part of it. Transcending brands. And it's just he is the wrestling messiah, quotations. I don't know. It's not Monday night, not Friday night, not Tuesday nights, just wrestling.
Well, here's one wrestling mommy that we had with that five-way match that was worth 2 points. And yeah, the winner was Rhea Ripley on this one.
Shout out to Rhea Ripley here on the presentation. I like that she's on point with the presentation. She went with looking like the Crow for this match.
Oh yeah,
Super awesome design, and love the attire. The match itself felt there was a lot going on. I think the only spot that I was like, wow, that's crazy, was a spot where Shayna Baszler got two wrestlers in basically like leg locks with her legs, but she's standing in the ring.
Yeah.
And then I believe Raquel Rodriguez went to break it and ended up getting caught in the chokehold. So at that point, Shayna Baszler was choking all three of them, and it was Zoe Stark that was just left there to like try to break it all off, and she's the one that breaks the hold. But it's like Corey Graves just goes, I believe it was somebody else said, I think Michael Cole goes, I think Shayna Baszler's putting everybody in the match in a submission at the same time. And then Corey Graves noted, he goes, she's out of limbs, and Zoe Starks is still out there. And then she broke the hold. She broke the hold, and I was like, there we go. That was a good spot. That was. That said, the match itself had a lot going on. I don't know what they were going for, but Rhea Ripley got the win, and it wasn't unexpected unless you were the randomizer.
Yeah.
Which by this point was statistically eliminated from.
Yep. And in this one, we were still in it. Oh, man. But then this match occurred.
Yeah, and then this damn match happens. Lou, you want to sound off or should I?
I'll let you go on this one because we're both on the same page on this. But go for it.
All right, I'm gonna say it right now. Solo Sikoa has yet to have a damn good match in my eyes. He's been carried by a bunch of his opponents. I get it. He's doing the Umaga cosplay. John Cena beat Umaga in 2007, and now he's gonna beat the guy pretending to be Umaga 2.0. But no, what did they do? Not only did they have Solo Sikoa beat John Cena, he hit him with the Samoan spike so many times that I really felt like John Cena no-sold it. When the match was over, 2 minutes later, he just gets up and walks away. I'm like, dude, you Samoan spiked him like 10 times. John, you should be like getting stretchered out. Why would you do that to the guy? It just destroys any suspension of disbelief.
I mean, the match, we did lay down there for a while, but
for a while doesn't mean anything. Could you imagine getting like a taped up, fortified thumb jabbed to your throat? Just getting it twice.
Getting applause and everything. Getting up an applause and then walking outside. Yeah, I don't know.
He walked out of his own volition. He didn't even have the decency to have like a ref pretend to help him walk away or something.
Yeah.
It was just he walked out of his own volition. I was watching that and I said, that was so pointless. That was so like Solo Sikoa looks like such a chump right now. You hit him with 9 Samoan spikes and nothing happens. He didn't get stretchered out. John Cena got up.
Everyone else has been Samoan spikes have been stretchered out. Just about.
I mean, when Umaga did it, they made it seem like you just took like somebody just shot him in the neck. Sometimes it'd be like, "Oh my gosh, they're not getting back up," or "Oh, he's taking severe damage to his trachea."
Mm-hmm.
And that was with Kane. That they mentioned that. I was like, seriously, they're selling the Samoan spike as that dangerous? What did he do with John? Oh, he hit him with Samoan spike 8 times. He walked away calmly walked away. So much for doing away with John Cena's voice. That was so terrible. So terrible. And so needless. Solo Sikoa did not need that. John Cena looks like such a chump. Either way, whatever, WWE, it's your show. It's your show. You're entitled to your incorrect opinion.
Speaking of incorrect opinion, you and I didn't go with Solo on this one, and I don't know
Yeah.
how they went on. I don't know how they went with Solo on this. I wish I would have had a little more feedback from what do you call it, main event Jeff or the one man band, because how did you go with this? Like, what were you looking at?
Well, main event Jeff basically said in the chat. He basically said, yeah. He's like, yes, John Cena's in that point in his career where he's just putting over all the younger people. Yeah, so he doesn't need wins.
But this guy,
that's the logic Jeff had. Calloway also gave me some insight on his logic, and he said, well, the writer's strike is over, so he's got to go back to filming Peacemaker 2.
Well, the writers was out, but the actors wasn't. So I don't know about that then, because the actors happened afterwards.
Either way, that's what he was saying. He's like, oh yeah, the strike, one of the strikes is over. He's got to go film Peacemaker later. So he's got to go back to Hollywood.
No, but hold on. I get that, but I mean, still have him walk away with a victory.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been the end. That's the thing. It's like, oh yeah, he goes to film something. I'm like, so he's never coming back? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second.
Exactly. It's like he has to lose, and then we think they will never see him again.
Yeah, I'm just like, really? John Cena will never make time for WWE ever again? That's the road we're on? If that's the case, you should have put him with a better opponent.
Right?
That's so dumb.
More Fight House show.
Well,
anyway.
House show, but you better believe he walked away with a good payout.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm starting to wonder if he's the new Goldberg.
New Goldberg? Not yet. Give it a bit more time. Oh,
every show we're going to have one of those. You know that, right?
Yeah, you're going to have a legend coming back.
Yeah, legend coming back. All right, so this matchup, I saw some video by Steve Richards where he was breaking down this video and how Logan Paul saved Rey Mysterio from a nasty fall.
Yep. Rey went for a springboard, a middle rope springboard moonsault inside the ring. He miscued it. He wasn't able to make the flip on time. Logan Paul went down on one knee real quick in an instant and caught Rey on the moonsault along his midsection to prevent him from just landing on his neck and getting screwed up. So props to Logan Paul. He basically prevented Rey Mysterio from basically ending up paralyzed.
And for our predictions battle, no surprise in this, we all called it. I said, wait, it was randomized or somebody else didn't call it, but I mean,
the one-man band said Rey Mysterio would win.
And again, we were saying that, and I remember, I think I went first in this one, and I said, yeah, he's going to win it outside of the country. He'll get less booed over there.
Fun fact, he still got booed.
So yeah, Logan Paul.
They had one of his buddies appear at ringside and hand him while he was on the apron, hand him brass knucks. Mm-hmm. He was waiting for Rey to hit him with the 619. Out comes, I'm drawing a blank on his name again. Jeez. I'm gonna say the leader from Legado de Fantasma. I keep drawing a blank on his name. Santos Escobar. There we go. Santos Escobar came out, took the brass knucks away from Logan Paul, told him, you're not gonna do it this way. Logan Paul's friend went back to try to take the brass knucks from him. At which point, Santos Escobar starts chasing his friend, but he puts the brass knucks back on the apron.
Huh.
Inside the ring when the ref's not paying attention. Rey goes for the 619, lands it, goes for the springboard attack, gets brass knucked in the face. Wow. Logan Paul goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul is your new U.S. champ.
Yep.
He did it to Booze, And afterwards, you had that little exchange where Rey Mysterio's in the apron corner saying, "You know what you did, Logan," and Logan says, "I love you, Ray. I love you, Ray." Like, yeah, that's why I cheated. I love you. I respect you too much to beat you clean.
All right, in this matchup, we had a return, like you were saying, you were teasing earlier.
Here we go. This matchup. You know why? You know why this match, aside from being good, you know why this match is actually a favorite of mine?
Why?
Because it's the match that eliminated Calloway. After you have to understand, he's been watching me sweat over predictions for about 3 years, making fun of the fact that this isn't so hard. I could do this. You see, making the predictions, and now look at him. He puts in his first set of picks. Not so easy to make picks now, is it?
Wait, and he's the one that told me he does it on the day of, like right before the match starts.
Yeah, he does it on the day of as the event's going on, and I'm like, yeah, anybody could do that. Anybody could do that when they know what's going on. Like as the event happens, you start thinking to yourself, "Oh, this is going to happen. This is going to happen because this happened early in the night." Mm-hmm. That's so easy, but not so easy when you have to do it several days in advance. Now, is it, big guy? Either way, he coughed it up too. He said, "Oh, I mean." I wasn't expecting the Asians to all team up to make sure Bianca Belair didn't win. He said, and he specifically said, he goes, what's the team name going to be called? The Waifus?
Oh no!
I said, come on, don't be salty. Either way. Aside from the fact that Io Sky and Bianca Belair put on one heck of a match, very impressive. Yeah. Bayley came out, tried to provide an assist, but Io Sky said, "What are you doing?" And then, out of nowhere, the person who came out and attacked Bianca Belair when the ref was distracted was Lou.
Go. Say it.
Kairi Sane.
There you go. Kairi Sane.
Who, if you recall, Kairi Sane was put out of commission storyline-wise by Bayley and Sasha Banks back in 2021, I believe it was.
I thought it was more of a match that she had with Nia Jax, but okay.
No, it was 2020. But yeah, Kairi Sane was taken out.
She got from Nia Jax too, also.
I mean, that's the thing. But remember, the actual storyline reason was she got attacked backstage.
Yeah.
By Bayley and Sasha Banks, or Bayley actually. So there's that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, very mixed emotions.
Next matchup here: Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Everyone, I think, had a
fun fact. I've already seen this match at a live show. So this was kind of like a repeat, and they didn't do anything that crazy or that different from what they did last time. I think they're just testing the water to see how people react to Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest, and whether or not people buy into Damian Priest being a future world champ.
This is all setting up into. Is this setting up to for War Games, right?
Yeah. We found out at Raw that this was all just a big setup to get into War Games. War Games.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, he is back, so I mean, he can't come out and say it.
He can't come out and say it yet. He has to wait. He has to wait until the end of the year. One full calendar year, he can't be on WWE TV.
Oh, it's one.
But they'll bring him back.
Okay,
yep.
Okay.
That was the verbal agreement.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Either way, Jeff was basically guaranteed a perfect. All he needed was one more finish. Yep. And the main event was arguably one of the most predictable ones.
Yep.
Which is why I feel like it shouldn't have been the main event.
right?
LA Knight versus Roman Reigns.
That was not the last match. It was a women's match, I think it was, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, when we did the predictions, we had someone else as the final match. LA Knight versus Roman Reigns was along the middle of the list that we had. So we were there like, yeah, I'd be fine if this isn't the main event. But Roman literally cannot be not the main event. He has to be the main event. And it's just, I mean, I'm an LA Knight fan. I like his work. I like what he's doing. But there was no way he was winning it at a Saudi show. You're going to end a nearly 3-year reign at a Saudi show? Get out of here.
Yeah, that's not.
Get out of here. No. So that was my take on it. I was like, you don't need to do this. That's so dumb. Don't do that. And sure enough, they didn't do it. They didn't make LA Knight champ. Now, the way he lost felt a little by the numbers. You just had Jimmy Uso get involved. LA Knight took out Jimmy Uso. Roman Reigns took out LA Knight with a spear on the outside, rolled him back in. I think he hit another spear on LA Knight. Boom, it was over.
So, yeah, there was the perfect score for main event. Jeff, he got the 9 points right there.
8 matches on the card, 9 points. Jeff, you earned it with that perfect score.
Yep,
very, very impressive. Why am I in the crowd? Why is One Man Band the one raising his arm?
Well, it wasn't going to be me. I did not want to do that. I do not want to do that.
Jeff, as the person who formally invited you on here and got you, I'm very, very proud to say that if you do win, I am definitely going to be the one to take credit for it. We still won't call it the Jeff Show because.
Oh my God, we're on the verge of calling it the Jeff Show.
That's a bridge too far. We won't call this the Jeff Show, but very impressive. I have no intention of not being the champ at the end of the year. So good luck. You are on a bit of a hot streak now. That's 2 events in a row and a perfect. You're tied for most perfects in the year. We shall see how this plays out.
Yeah.
And now, as a gift to our viewers, we will be very kind to close off and let people see the virtual background that has been playing the entire time during this video. Are you ready, Lou?
Wait, no, we'll do it in stages. We'll get rid of it first. Wait, we'll do it in stages.
Okay,
first
all right, yeah.
First this part, right?
Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to... You're not getting that, baby!